The man that wrote Traffic's biggest hit was not their biggest star. Of course, Steve Winwood was. But we talked to Dave Mason about that claim to fame and a lot more on Rock History Music. Hole in My Shoe, biggest hit they ever had.
Yep.
That man right there. Tell me about that tune.
What do you want to know about it?
Well, the process of putting it together, writing, anything. I know you've told the story a million times.
I mean, the closest I can give you about Traffic is Hole in My Shoe is the beginning of the end, okay?
That's it? Listen to what the man said, Paul McCartney. How did that happen?
I was just playing in a show in New Orleans in, I think, I'm not sure if Denny came by. I think they came to the show, and they were, we're recording. Why don't you stop by at the studio? And I had a day off the next day, so that's how that happened. So I went by the studio, and Paul was like, "Here, play this with me." Okay. So
what an iconic song.
That's how that
happened. The new version with Joe, Dear Mr. Fantasy. Beautiful. Who did that video?
They did the video. The Joe's people did the video. Yeah.
Really well done. What made you think of redoing, you were part of that iconic song?
Well, I've been doing that version for, some time in my shows. And really, I mean, basically what I did was I rewrote this. The original tune is in a major key, and it's just basically 3 chords. I just rewrote it into a minor key with more chord changes to support the melody. So I changed it up drastically musically that way, but kept the basic song is the same. And I was basically came out of thinking of a way to do that tune if I was going to do it just acoustically by myself and make it interesting. So that's how it started. And then I developed it into a track and then I got to this point where a lot of people were asking me, when are you going to do a blues album, Dave? When are you going to do a blues album? I'm like, well, I love the blues, but I'm not strictly a blues player. So I started putting together an album, 3-4 years ago, really, bit by bit. And some of them have got tracks that I've previously put out on CDs and stuff, which of course this day and age is like, doesn't mean shit anymore. It's negligible. Nobody buys, it's dead. All that making new music is just, and pretty soon, robots will be making music for film and TV, and that's what's going to happen. And it's just, so there's tunes on here that yes, people have heard, but in this terms of have a lot of people heard it? No. So I put some of the songs that I previously put out on an album which I've called A Shade of Blues. And it's got Dear Mr. Fantasy on it. It's got another version of a blues version arrangement that I've done of Low Spark of High Heel Boys that I do with Joe. Plus there's an original song called Use It or Lose It with Joe. And then the rest are all just blues flavored stuff.
How'd you two meet?
God. Well, the thing was that the song Use It or Lose It, I did that. God, I'm trying to think how long ago we cut that. I think we cut that 18 years ago. Came over to my house when I lived in California. And did some stuff with me, that being one of them. So I've kept that. That track's been sitting there dormant for 18 years.
Dave Mason, what an interesting cat, huh? And again, I'd be remiss if I didn't say this again, that he couldn't tell us everything because of the fact that there's a book that's practically written. They're just fixing it up right now, but it is finished. And if you want to pre-order the autobiography, there's a link at the very top of the description where you go right to that page where you can pre-order. I do believe they've got signed copies as well. If you want to help us out, we are looking to buy some brand new equipment. If you want to give a donation, there's a PayPal link at the very top and a link to our Patreon too, where you get early access to our videos. But subscribe to our channel, like our videos, comment on them, and share them on social media. I'm John Bowden. This is Rock History Music. Take good care of yourself.